Now, let's talk about Invincible season 4 and all the shenanigans that have come with it. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Baudachi. My name is actually Chuma, but you can call me Baudachi because that is my name. Like, if you don't know how to pronounce Baudachi up till now, I literally check my bio, guys. Invincible season 4 has been live for the past weeks, and bro, it's been bangers upon bangers up until episode 4. They literally had to mess it all up, because tell me why you have the perfect episode 1 to 3 and then you mess it all up by episode 4. Bro, really? Robert, really? Kirkman, really? I haven't really had time to talk about Invincible because, bro, I have courseworks ready and it's crazy. It's been eating me up. But I said, you know what? I really have to talk about this, because if I don't talk about this, what do I gain? And then I have to also show you guys my face. Invincible season 4 has been a very good distraction for me because my life has been super busy and jam-packed, bro. But like, this show has been a comfort show for me for the most part, but then episode 4 was actually so crazy and chaotic and kind of a letdown in a way. Episode 1 was the best thing ever. It was the perfect introduction back to the world of Invincible. I loved what they had going on in that episode, the drama that we got, the Oliver, the Debbie, the Mark, everything was just on point. And then Mark having the talk with Eve's dad, the man literally still being a pen in the way he is. And we also got cool actions in that episode. I loved it all. This is me trying to speed up and get into these episodes because I didn't have time and opportunities to get into it when it was airing. But like, episode 1 was so good. We got the secret fight and the incredible fight from the GDA and Mark. The MVP for me in episode 1 of Invincible was Robot. Like, he was so smart without even listening to Britsman, is that his name? I don't know, but he defied command and went into under the sewage and was the MVP for the episode for me. And then we moved on to episode 2, which was a banger. We got into the world of Viltrum, bro, and it's a crazy shit show. Because what do you mean your parents will have to beat the shit out of you at some point in your life to get you indoctrinated into the world of Viltrum? First of all, who made that rule? Who made that rule? This is why I'm riding for my guy Thaddeus, because Thaddeus was like, nah, you guys gotta go. Like, Thaddeus literally genocide the whole Viltrum empire. He couldn't keep up with what they had going on, bro. Viltrumites were flat out destroying each other all in the name of culture. Which dirty culture, bro? Nolan getting the beat down from his mom and dad was genuinely so crazy to me and so shocking, and at the same time kind of entertaining because that was a good fight. And I love that Nolan stood his ground and fought a very good battle because, bro, he gave his parents a tough time and he stood his ground. But then, if not for his dad, I think his mom would have flat out killed him, which would have been so fucking crazy, bro. I can't even be sympathetic to Nolan because he was ready to flat out kill this child if she hadn't gotten the question right. What? Shout out to my man Teros, because they really had to go, bro. The episode will go on to showcase Alan and Nolan's relationship and how they are, traveling across the galaxies trying to recruit people for the ultimate Viltrum war. It was so fun seeing Alan and Nolan's relationship. Bro, Alan was actually giving Nolan a hard time by not allowing him to have a very sound, beautiful sleep at night while he'll be making nasty shitty noise with his girlfriend. That was so funny, and it was a very good comic. I don't know if I should call it comic relief, but it was a very good comic relief because anytime they would show that scene, I would always be dying laughing, bro. The episode ended by revealing that Thaddeus was who genocide the whole Viltrum, and what I love so much about what Nolan did was the fact that he actually still checked Thaddeus, because I'm like, in as much as I'm trying to help you guys get this war going on and just to stop Viltrum from what they're doing, that doesn't mean that my loyalty still doesn't go with Viltrum. Like, you literally genocide my friends, my family, my parents. I cannot let you go, bro. So I love that he stood up and checked Thaddeus for actually genociding their empire and their people, right? I love that. Episode 3 will go on to introduce Titan again. I love the family drama that he had going on. The fight that opened the episode was actually a very cool one. I haven't seen this character before in Invincible, but I can't lie, it was a cool, refreshing take. But then the fact that Mark almost took Titan out is genuinely crazy to me, because I'm like, did he forget who he's fighting? Like, it's Titan that we're fighting, bro. He was ready to take Titan out. Man, fuck Mark, bro. Like, Mark should go and sit down somewhere, please, because where is this energy when you actually need it? Like, the moments that would require this energy and rage from Mark, he will go back whining and he wouldn't kill. But the slightest situations that doesn't warrant this type of rage, that is where you're going to see Mark full of rage. Miss me with that shit, bro. You said this isn't true, that you're done holding back, that you're going to kill people that is threat to your people, but Is not on Titan, bro. Not on Titan. Like, that was crazy to me. These first 3 episodes were actually so peak and a very good introduction back into the world of Invincible. Like, the episode got season 4 up and running. I loved it so much. Now let's get into the real topic of this video, because tell me why we were feasting, having fun with episode 1 to 3, but Robert Cockman said, you know what, let's give you guys a bad taste for a bit, you know. And then he dropped this filler episode, Harm. First of all, I love the name of that episode, Harm. It's so good to see them in Dark Blood, I'm not even gonna lie, but like the content of the episode was so boring and so dragged to the point that, bro, I almost slept off watching this episode. The episode got everyone online raging, asking why do we need a filler episode. The people said we don't want no fillers, because this episode is currently the lowest rated IMDb episode in the entire Invincible history. The episode tackles some topics like Satanism. They try to make Satan not be the bad guy or something, like try to make it look like Satan is misunderstood. The fact that this is not even necessary is crazy. This was not in the comics, so why add it? Like, if everything just felt kind of propagandary for me, if that is a word, like everything was kind of fishy. I'm like, Robert, come here, like, what's up? What are you doing with, like, why are you telling me that Satan is not the problem, you know? Why are you telling me that it's something like heaven or something? It was crazy to me, I'm not even gonna lie. And I wasn't the only one that felt this way, because people online were actually discussing this shit, asking why Robert Cockman literally had to add this, you know, mostly considering because this is not in the comics. Like, so everything felt calculated, bro. Why are you telling me that Satan is not the bad guy? I mean, I could care less about what Satan had going on, but like the way it was executed kind of felt propagandary to me. But then, apart from the certain thing they had going on, I think the episode was fun for the most part. We got Volcanica, a whole new character introduced in this episode. I think she was great. The voice acting was really what I loved so much about her character. I don't know, like something about the voice acting was giving me an OG iconic villain. I just loved it. My only problem with the episode is the certain thing, like it was so unnecessary. Like, Robert Kirkman didn't have to make us see Satan as someone that is misunderstood or something. Like, take the information out and the episode is good. Aside that, the episode is a filler. It's not really bad of a filler, you know, but it wasn't expected. And I think the whole them in Dark Blood, Volcanica, and the Satan thing, I think it robbed the episode of the main climax of the episode, which was Alan and Nolan coming to see Mark for the first time. I thought that part was kind of rushed or not done in a way, or like I feel like it just didn't hit the way it should hit. It didn't land the way I felt it should have landed, because we were already bored, and then all of a sudden we're seeing Nolan hanging in the sky telling Mark, you need to come with me and stuff, whatever that he had going on. It was crazy. And I actually think it's crazy that we're getting Eve pregnancy whole saga in this season. I was thinking it to come much later on in the season, but anyways, I'm here for it. Let's see how that goes. I haven't read to this part in the comics, so don't even spoil it in the comments. If you made it to this level of the video, you are the real MVP. I really appreciate you watching my video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Let me know what you think about this episode in the comments. And now let's address the elephant in the room. You guys, this is the first time I'm showing my face on this channel. I feel good about it. It feels good to actually have you guys meet me and know what I look like. I don't know if some of you must have seen my picture somewhere else. Have any of you seen my picture anywhere before? Is this the first time seeing me? Let me know in the comments if this is the first time seeing me. It feels good to actually get to meet you guys. It feels like we've been on a long distance relationship and we're just meeting each other for the first time. Moving forward in this channel, you're gonna be seeing my face. Yeah, I've not got my setup right and everything. I'm just literally recording this, but I have to do it this way moving forward. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm out of here.